I've lost count of how many women I've slept with. That's right, I don't know how many women I've slept with. Once upon a time, I used to keep count, and I would share that with my buddies. We would exchange bragging rights around how many women we had slept with. I used to be proud of that. Then I used to be ashamed of it. I stopped keeping count, because every time I did, I felt shame. I felt heartless. I felt shitty. I've spent more hours masturbating mindlessly to pornography than I can count. And I used to be okay with that. That used to be normal. That was something that everyone did. Every man masturbates to porn. That's just what you do. That's okay. You're releasing energy. It's healthy. Healthy. I used to believe that was healthy. And now when I do it here and there, I'm ashamed. In the past, I was. I'm over that paradigm. I'm over the shame. I'm over the pride. And I'm over the judgments and stories around it. I'm looking at the opportunity in that. Sex has been one of the most healing things I've ever experienced with a woman. It's beautiful, it's magical, it's transcendent. And when consciously used, I believe it is a force for some of the most good in the world. But when not, it's poison. It's not serving anyone's highest purpose. Same thing with masturbation on a lower level. When done consciously, when circulating energy, instead of just unconsciously blowing my load all over the place like a goddamn dump truck. When I do that, man, my purpose flows through me so powerfully. When I transmute that energy, that life force, sex energy, into my greater cause, to my unique mission and reason why God put me here, I'm fucking unstoppable. I'm Superman. I imagine this is something that a lot of men will resonate with. You know, when I stopped consistently masturbating to porn, I found something else that replaced that. And it was equally as insidious. And for me, that was dating apps. It was the Tinders, it was the Bumbles, it was those kind of things. I found that that was my vice. It was giving me the same kind of dopamine neurotransmitter release that I got from masturbating. So I just replaced one thing that wasn't serving me with something else that felt a bit more acceptable in my newly conscious found world. And so I realized, oh no, make no mistake, this is not serving its purpose for me. It can to others. I think it's a beautiful thing. I know people have gotten married from that. Wasn't for me. I stood here for no less than 20 minutes, my heart pounding before I was going to share this. It's funny, I had a conversation with someone last night, a lady that I've been connecting with. It's just like so beautiful, so badass. And before having that conversation, what's been creeping into my heart and mind lately is being celibate for an indefinite amount of time and no longer having heartless sex. And not that all of the sex I've had has been bad. Even casual, so to speak, has been very healing for me, and I believe so for the other partner. But at this point in my life, I've had enough of that. I'm looking for something deeper, something that's so mutually beneficial on a higher level than I can even communicate in this moment. And so I was talking to this woman last night, and we started dipping into these worlds of talking about this. And she said she really resonates with this concept of fuck first. I think she said Dan Savage talks about this. And at first I was like floored, because I was thinking, whoa, this is so the opposite of like what I've been feeling in my heart of late. And then she explained it a little bit, and it actually resonated with me. Now, follow me here. At first I was like, well, no, that's not good. I've fucked first a lot, and I don't think it serves me. But when I felt into it and when I heard her explain it, it was more of establishing that deep connection, a truly deep divine connection, and recognizing that, and then recognizing how sex can bring that to a whole new level. and to explore that early on instead of making these rules around it, so that you can find how is that connection on a spiritual deep level. So I resonate with that. Now, I will tell you that masturbating in particular, it ruined one of my most amazing relationship I ever experienced in my life. Ruined it. And I didn't even know it. I wasn't aware that that's what was happening. And to be fair, there's other factors at play. No one thing, I believe, is the end all be all, just like no one thing is the cure all. But in my relationship with my with my college sweetheart rather, I was with her for 5.5 years. And during that whole time, I was consistently masturbating to porn. Just at least a couple times a week, living in this dark, secret fantasy world of jerking off in the bathroom at her house sometimes. For me, it was just like easier. It's like, instead of deeply connecting with her and experiencing that, I'll just go jerk off. It sounds kind of funny to me to say in this moment, and it's like embarrassing and it's shameful, but it's not, because I'm past it. I've moved through it. I'm aware of it. And I won't make that mistake again. There would be a month sometimes it would go by without us being intimate. And I believe that was one of the foundational reasons why our relationship didn't work. We weren't connecting on that level. I wasn't aware of where I was expending my most powerful fucking life energy. The shit that literally creates life. Sex creates life. It's the most miraculous happening I can imagine. And I was like just looking at fake people doing this in a way that's like disgusting and derogatory oftentimes, and putting my life energy into that. Whoa. Man, I encourage you to consider how this might be affecting your life. I imagine if you're being really honest with yourself, you'll find it's not serving you. Now, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with masturbating. I actually think it's a really powerful practice of circulating energy. But when done to pornography, in my opinion, it's not a good thing. And just ejaculating in general all the time, just like blowing your load, that life force energy load, without any kind of intention around it, instead of circulating that powerful energy and allowing it to fuel me into my purpose, instead of doing that and just letting it go, I've found the times when I've not ejaculated for several weeks or even a month at a time, a couple times I've had the self-control to do that, my creativity, my productivity, my focus, my motivation has been all-time high, through the roof, all time. So that's my practice nowadays. How intentional can I be with my most powerful energy? How can I transmute that into something that is selfless, that is an overflow of my energy into the life force of the world? How can I create something new in the world with that energy? This felt good. Oh yeah, this felt good. I feel an emotional ejaculation in this moment. A spiritual ejaculation. Whew. The heart stopped pounding. My heart, I've been doing these videos, just videos in general, for a long time, and I found that lately my heart hasn't been pounding as much. When I'm on those Southwest Airlines flights and I have my selfie stick and I'm walking down the aisle, it doesn't have the same luster it does anymore. So this is my next evolution. I'm gonna share the taboo shit, the scary shit, the embarrassing shit. And I invite you to do the same. You don't have to do it on a Facebook Live. Send me a personal message. If you want to have a dialogue around this kind of thing, if you want to be a part of this movement that I believe is so important, hit me up. Me and my brothers, we're doing the damn thing with this stuff. Me, Kevin, and Ryan, the Mystic Misfits, we're all about polarity, circulating that energy and fueling it into your life. Thank you for holding space, as always.
You're really good at holding space. You're a professional space holder. And oh, it feels so good in my cock chakra. My chakra for short. Later.